Good afternoon, class. I am your teacher for today, Marlene A. Tatel. And how's your weekend? Okay, that's good. And before we start, let's have our prayer. And may I call on Justin to lead us in prayer. Amen. Okay, so before we start our lesson for today, please pick up a small piece of trust under your chairs. Okay? So now, we need to study our topic for today, the four types of sentences according to purpose. Okay, class? This is our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the student will be able to, number one, please read, identify the four types of sentences according to purpose. Next, letter B, differentiate the types of sentences through their unique functions and terminal punctuation. Next, be able to demonstrate the importance of using various experience, sentences, types, and expressing emotions and information through a short role play. Okay, so let's have our pre-assessment. Okay, here's the instruction. Identify the purpose of each sentence. Okay, so write D. D stands for declarative. IN or N stands for interrogative. IM stands for imperative. Or E stands for exclamatory on the line. Then, circle the terminal punctuation mark. Okay, here's our sentences that you are going to answer. I will give you 5 minutes to answer these following sentences. Okay? So, time is up. Let's answer. Okay, so number one, who can answer number one? Okay, Joel, please read the sentence number one. Okay, so the sentence number one is interrogative. Ayan. Why? Why it is interrogative? Because it always end with a question mark. Okay? Very good. Number two, please read Gerald. Okay? The grade 7 students are preparing for their first multimodal project. So, what's that? That is interrogative or declarative? Okay, that's good. Declarative. So, next, we have now number 3. So, number 3, okay. So, please submit your literary drafts before the bell rings. Oh, what's that? That is imperative, that is exclamatory, or what? Okay, what's your answer? Justin? Okay, so imperative. Because there's a polite request or a commanding something. Okay, so that's all for our pre-assessment for today. Okay, class, we have now our activity. The title, The Lost Wallet Scenario. Okay, so here's the scenario. You are walking in the school hallway and you find a wallet lying on the floor. Okay, so just tell me what you see. I found a black wallet on the floor. What would be your reaction? What thought that comes in your mind? And now, you want to find the owner of that wallet. What did you say if you want to find the owner of the wallet? you found. Does anyone know who owns this wallet? Okay, so tell your friend what to do. What are you going to tell your friend about the missing wallet? Does anyone know who owns this wallet? And now, for example, you say in that wallet that there's a 1,000 pesos inside. What did you do? Wow, that's a lot of money. Okay, now class, let's have our processing question. Okay, here's number one. Okay, did we do the same thing every time? No. Which answer was for giving information? So that's the first one. And which was for getting an answer? So that's the third one. Okay, number two. Think about your last answer. Wow, that is a lot of money. How did your voice change compared to the first answer? Of course, you will be surprised and your voice might get up and get louder at certain situation because you are surprised that money you saw in the wallet. And number three, were you just telling a story or were you trying to make someone do something? Actually, you are trying to make someone to do something, obviously. When we do give orders, you actually say the exact thing you want the person to do. Okay. And if you do request, you will be polite because you are requesting someone to do something. Like, say, please, kindly. That's the things we must. Okay, class, let's have another activity. The punctuation power up. So here's the instruction. Fill in the table below. Now that you are familiar with the four types of sentences, let's fill in the table below. I'll give you 5 minutes to do the activity. Class, your time starts now. Okay, class, time is up. Let's check your answer. Exchange your paper. Okay, so declarative. What's the purpose? To tell or share a fact. And then the punctuation mark is period. Interrogative, to ask a question. The punctuation mark used is question mark. Next, imperative, to command or to request. The punctuation mark used is period and exclamation point. Last, exclamatory, to show strong emotion. The punctuation mark used is exclamation point. Okay, class, here's another activity. Here's the instructions. Work in pairs to flip or transform the same idea into other three types. Okay, the base sentence is declarative. Here's the sentence. The class is quiet. So, you are going to transform this sentence to the three types of sentences. Interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Now, here's the base sentence. The class is quiet. In interrogative, is the class quiet? And also, imperative, be quiet class. And last, wow, the class is finally quiet. Okay, class, let's proceed to the processing question. Okay, so both declarative and imperative usually end with a period. And now, how can you tell if a sentence is a command or just a statement? Okay, so there's a difference between the declarative and imperative. So declarative, to tell or to share a fact, and imperative, to command or to request. Okay, so commands usually start with a verb or an action word. You get it, class? Okay. So number 2, if you see an exclamation point, is it always an exclamatory sentence? I repeat, if you see an exclamation point, is it always an exclamatory sentence? So the answer is no. Or can it be an imperative sentence said loudly? Okay, so let's look at the purpose of the sentence. Let us look at the intention of the speaker. Okay, it can be both. We look at the purpose or the intent of the speaker. And number 3, why is it useful to know these names when we are writing our own stories or multimodal texts? The answer is it helps us organize our thoughts and make our writings more interesting for the reader.